Hey guys, welcome back to another watch along. I hope you can hear me. Do let me know if you can. Fingers crossed you can, because my mic is broken. So it's down here kind of low because I'm just resting it on the table. My stand broke, unfortunately. So fingers crossed. Yeah, look at that, it's broke off, it's shaved off. So if I'm a bit quiet, do let me know, of course, in the comments. But hello, City play Southampton. Kicks off in 15 minutes time, and I cannot wait for this game of football. It's going to be wonderful fun. How are you all doing today? It's going to be wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely looking forward to it. Hopefully, this is going to be a big performance from Manchester City. I'm expecting it will be. I need to say at the top of this video, I am working. I'm working with the wonderful people over at Circle. So if you want to add a little bit extra spice to your game, you've got 15 minutes right now to enter this circle, the goal gifter circle for the Southampton Man City game. I'll be paying attention to that. There's a max jackpot of £300. How it works basically is all these names here. You see them here. There's 18 people currently in there. You can get involved. There's only 18, so the odds of winning something are pretty decent. And every single time something happens, as you can see here by these rules that are on screen, say a corner or a substitute or a yellow card, it either moves back or forth round. And when something happens, like a goal happens, you get a cut of the jackpot, which is really exciting. You can join for £3, so it's nice and nice low entry there, but it's a good bit of fun. So you can pay attention on your phone, like I'm using it right now, and I'll be checking throughout the game to see who's at the top of the circle, to see, fingers crossed, one of you guys. Currently, Tony Whitlam's there at the top of the pile, so he'd be getting the pot. Fingers crossed it could be one of you guys who get a little bit there as well. Go enter if you want to. Cut the link in the description. You've got to be 18 plus and based in the UK. I'm going to see as it gets to kick off who is there at the top of the circle. Fingers crossed one of you guys will be at some point during the game. 13 minutes left to enter. So head over there and get involved in the Goal Gifter Special via Circle. It's really good fun. It's basically a little bit of a sweepstake. Imagine like those old games where you had a pipe pot that moved around the pub every time anything happened, and then you won money if the event happened and it was on you at the time. It's like pass the parcel, so you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like that. It's in the music starting, someone scores a goal, and you win some money. So good luck if you do enter. 18 plus, don't forget. And you can click the link in the description below and get involved over there. So, City versus Southampton. Let me try and get the team up on screen right now over here. Here we go. As you can see, Edison, Stones, Akanji, Diazake, Rodri, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Mahrez, Grealish, and Haaland, with the bench of Ortega, Walker, Phillips, Laporte. Julian Alvarez drops to the bench of Bernardo Silva there, Gomez, Palmer, and Lewis. How are you all doing, by the way? I forgot to say hello. Can you hear me nice and loud? Is it good enough volume-wise? Because yeah, as I said, I'll show you right now. I'll just quickly switch the camera around. It's just resting on the table there. You know, that's you know, that's a different camera. It's just resting my mic there, which is really annoying. Back to the other camera. Two camera, look there. You know, the little mascot Ruben's asleep right now. Actually, yeah. So I'm missing bath time tonight, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, it'll be worth it. I'll be chatting away to you guys, and Nicola's got to do bath time on her own. I think Nana's coming around, so her grandma, his grandma will be helping. How you all feeling about the game? How you all doing? Who's here in the chat? We got Beppy, we got Mark, we got Baker, we got Alec, we got ACS, Kaleem, Harmon. It's good to see you all here, guys. It really is. I can't wait for this, man. I'm looking forward to the watch long. I've not been able to do one for ages. Oh, Mason's here as well. It's been a while since I've done a watch long because various reasons. Poorly child, exhaustion, broken mics, been working at City, just loads of random stuff, man. But I'm here chatting away wearing my absolutely incredible bright shirt to chat away to you guys. Camman said, I feel bad for Alvarez, was incredible against the Dippers and gets instantly pushed out. Do you think Pep has done that for Champions League minutes in Haaland? He's done it simply because he's the better player, with all due respect to Alvarez. I mean, when you've got a guy who scored 40 goals, you know, whatever it was, Haaland, look, I said this the other day on the preview, yesterday on the preview, that as great as Alvarez has been excellent, but Haaland has been otherworldly. Like, he's done things that we didn't even know are possible. He's done things that we didn't know were possible in the Premier League. So that's the standard he's got to aim for. And it's not like if Haaland had just been pretty good and scored 20-odd goals and Alvarez had that performance, I think it would be Alvarez staying around. But the thing is, Haaland's been insane. Absolutely insane. So you can't really argue with that, unfortunately. It seems a bit harsh, but it's just how it is. It's difficult, you know. But it's life. That's life. I'm looking forward to this. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. It should be fun. I've got a feeling it's going to be a really entertaining game of football. Let's have a look at Southampton's team. They are lined up like this. Bazunu, ex-Manchester City player. Romeo Lavia, ex-Manchester City player, of course. Defender, Maitland-Niles, Bednarak, Bella Kotchap, Kyle Walker-Peters. With Ward Prowse sat alongside our ex-academy prospect, Romeo Lavia, El Yanusi, Alcaraz, Sulemana, and Theo Walcott with that pace up front, which he still's got a bit of pace, actually. Their bench, of course, of Alex McCarthy, Kaleta Carr, Onuacha, Parod, Armstrong, Mara, Gianeppo, Samuel Edozie, another Man City used to. Yeah, who's gone there, of course, now, and Diallo. Our bench, of course, we've got Cole Palmer, Rico Lewis, Sergio Gomez, Bernardo Alvarez, Ortega, Laporte, Phillips, and Kyle Walker, of course. Interesting, isn't it, that Kyle Walker's basically just on the bench now as well. Guardiola's basically said, you know, this is my man, unfortunately for you. Unfortunately for you, Kyle, this is how I'm playing right now. This is the formation, and you're just going to have to get used to it. It's just, this is life, unfortunately. He can't do that role as good as John Stones can or Rico Lewis. And the way we're playing right now, because of the transitions and so on, Guardiola wants to do it like this. And you sort of have to just trust it. You know, you have to trust Guardiola's instincts there. And Guardiola knows what's best. So, I feel sorry for Kyle Walker. I really do, because he's a fantastic player. But Guardiola has the way that he wants to do this, and I just respect that, because Guardiola is Guardiola. As he played? It's a permanent deal. No, it's a permanent deal, mate, and he has played some games, yeah. He's come off the bench quite a bit. It's a permanent deal, so, yeah, he's played a few games here and there. Not loads and loads and loads, but... I mean, it is brutal about the Alvarez thing, New York City, but it's just life, innit, man? It is just how it is. It is just how it is. This is the level that he's trying to compete with, and unfortunately for him, it's just so bloody difficult. It's so difficult because Haaland is a freak. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I like it too, Brian. I like the 3-2-4-1. I think it's starting to work nicely. I think Guardiola's got to what he wanted to do, and it's starting to make sense now, man. It's starting to make sense. That was the wrong screen. I'm going to go back over here. And don't forget to mention once again, Circle, you've got like several minutes now to get involved there. You've got, let's have a look. Yeah, you've got, I think it's just the 7 minutes to enter if you want to. Once again, I'll explain it very quickly because the deadline is 7 minutes and 50 seconds. So if you want to get involved in this sweepstake, £3 to enter. It's good fun. I'll be paying attention. And it's the goal gifter special. So every time there's a goal, 20% payout of the jackpot, which is good fun, man. It's a nice little bit of fun. As you can see, the pot spins around. Red card, it goes backwards 6 places. Yellow card, backwards 3. Corner, forwards 1. And there's loads of little kind of events like that. Substitute -1, goal kick, yellow card, throw-ins. All these little things affect how it goes. So fingers crossed one of you guys will be there at the top. These are the names currently involved. We've got Tony Whitlam, Kevin, Paul, James, David, Ronald, Steve Stone, Beverly, Kevin. Fingers crossed one of you guys can win. Good luck if you do enter. You've only got a few minutes. Link in the description below, down there. Go for it. So, Jack to get a brace tonight, says Mark. I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm boiling, by the way. It's a nice day, isn't it? The weather's actually got pretty decent around here, which is good. I'm hoping the City turn up big time. I've got a feeling we will do. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. I'm expecting a really aggressive Manchester City side to come out and make a bit of a statement. And I think they will. I think it'll be a really memorable performance. I just think it will. I don't know why. I think City right now are in a really good headspace, and I see them really, trying to go at Southampton, maybe scoring a few goals. I went for a 4-0, I think I did, actually. Haaland hat-trick incoming, maybe, Alec. I mean, I need it. I need it for... I need to see it, you know. The only thing is, of course, that we, they did us last time, didn't they? They did us. They beat us in the Carabao Cup, which felt like a kind of basically a wake-up moment for the season. Things have changed a lot since then. And fingers crossed we turn up again. They can be a difficult team. Yeah, it is rare, Mark. I was cleaning the patio and everything today, Mark. It was nice, mate. I got out there and did a bit of gardening, which was good. And we went for a walk around Stubbins and all that kind of stuff. It was lovely. 7-0, says Riley. Haaland, 4 goals, KDB, 4 assists. Jesus Christ, mate. If you get that right, I hope you put money on it, because that's an incredibly specific shout. Fingers crossed you are right, my man. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Absolutely would be. I just take, I'll take a win. We just need to win. Ultimately, we just need to win today, don't we? I was buzzing for Vinny Wicker, man. Absolutely buzzing for him, mate. Vinny deserves that. He really does. Absolutely. By the way, for subscribers, 45 more. I need 145 to get 66k. Hit the subscribe button. Give this video a like as well if you don't mind. Help support the channel. We're only on 24 likes. Let's get over 50 to 100 likes if we can do. Let's get there right now. It would be massively appreciated. Go for it. Go for it. Please do. And once again, as a quick reminder, you've not got long to enter if you want to. You've only got how many minutes? 5 minutes to enter. 5 minutes to enter the Goal Gifter Special. Go for it. Get involved. Get involved right now. Link in the description below. You broke a finger, Riley. You idiot. How'd you do that, man? Do you know what? My week, we've not been sleeping because Ruben's been, the sleep regression has fucked his sleep patterns up, and 2 months of not sleeping now. Oh, it's a nightmare. Sleeping. Do you know what? I respect anyone who goes through sleep exhaustion. It's just the horriblest thing in the world. It does you in. Like, I'm permanently tired all the time, but we'll get through. We've had a nice day as well, actually. 6 months next week. Crazy, eh? Flown by. So what's everyone's predictions then? Let me know predictions. Go trust the vice first. Nice. I'm going for my prediction will be 4-0. Sleep deprivation, yeah. Well, yeah, do you know what? I've got plenty, mate. Like, it does mad things to your head, like sleep deprivation. It really does. It sends you crazy. But that is just, that's just the life of a parent, isn't it? 1-0 says Michael. Are you an Arsenal fan or something, Michael? Or are you just really negative? How dare you? Boo, hiss, and all that. Alec reckons 5-0. Becky says 4-0. I hope you guys are right, by the way. I really do. Fingers crossed you are. I didn't cash it out, Robin. I kind of forgot about it, and I should have, because I should have got $2.5 grand. I do what right now. I'm just going to see what happens. I need a big day for Haaland today. I need a big day for Haaland. Still going to happen. Probably not going to happen now, if I'm being honest. But look, I need a big day from Haaland. If I don't get a big day today, I'll probably cash out with whatever they offer. Haaland needs to bag a hat-trick today, man. Good do. He's a good chance he could get it still. It's just I don't think he will now. I've sort of kind of started to think he probably won't do. We shall see, won't we? It's going to be very difficult. The offerings, you know what? I can't check right now because they suspend it during the game week, so I'll only find out on Monday morning. So I'll let you know by then. Do you reckon, Riley? The thing is, he needs a couple of hat tricks. Oh, someone's just entered the goal. Entered. Go for it. Who's entered? Who's joined the circle? If someone's joined the circle, well done whoever's joined it. You got a few minutes left to enter. 2.5 minutes left to enter. Link in the description. Get involved and I'll be paying attention. Hopefully one of you guys wins some of the money. It'd be nice to see that. It's good fun. It's good fun, man. Basically, Dan, it's a little sweepstake. It's just a little sweepstake thing. As it happens, see all these names here, right there, it spins around as events happen. And when the goal goes in, if you're at the top in the centre there in the circle, you win some of the jackpot. It's good fun, basically. It's like a little sweepstake. These are the things that make it move around, and it's a 20% payout. It's only like a little sweepstake thing. And the best thing about it, the way I would use it is personally, this is obviously a public one, but you can set up your own with your mates. So you can do basically like a sweepstake with your mates, set your own rules. That's how I would use it. It's good fun. So if you're all watching a game together, you can do that basically. Right, the game's about to kick off. So 5-0 says Robin. Stones will probably do Bayashi. I think in general, yeah, Stones. Like I think Stones will carry on playing this formation. I like this formation, man. I genuinely do. There's something about this formation for me. I think it's very Champions League friendly. I just think it is. I think it's solid defensively. I think in general, there's a real kind of like strength to it, the physicality to it, and I'm really, I don't know. I've got a feeling that we could see City go far with the strikers that we've got and the killer instinct that we've got now. We never used to have. I don't know, man. I'm feeling pretty confident. Go on, Dan. Dan, let's go. Good luck. You can get enter quickly. Fingers crossed you can, mate. Hit the like button, by the way. God, I'm looking forward to this game. Actually, I need this game. It's been a really busy week, and I'm looking forward to watching City do some wonderful stuff. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, eh? We need it. I also need to find a bloody stream because my internet's been terrible. Do you know what? I would have, if I could afford Sky, I'd get Sky, but I just can't, you know? I just can't these days. Oh, nice, Baker. Fingers crossed, mate. It was me joining, Steve. Oh, class. You left me a message on there. Oh, how does that work? My friends. Oh, nice. So my friends on there are Andrew, Ben, and Greg. Lads, I'll start eventually. I'll start my own circle with you guys on there as well. That'd be class fun. Look at that, I've got friends on there. Class. So eventually we can do our own. See, I need to get involved in this. How do I do this? So I'll work out afterwards. I'll work it out next time. Anyway, I think it's closed now, unfortunately. 1 second. Fingers crossed some of you guys win that, and it'd be good hopefully one of you do. Fingers crossed. I'll come back to it in a bit. Right, we are about to kick off. Let's have a look. Let me get my stream ready. Come on, you Blues. Come on, you Blues. Everyone feeling confident? You feeling good? We'll win the rest. Of course we will, mate. Of course we will, Mark. I love it. Mark's energy is always the one of the most positivity. I respect it. I admire it. I love it. So this is the bit now where I spend loads of time trying to find the stream that's got the least delay. Nervous? Nah, don't be nervous, man. Right, run away. Come on, City. Come on, City. That's not bad. Right, that's a pretty decent lack of delay there. Gonna be an insane game. It is indeed. It is indeed. I trust this team. You know, right now, the football we're playing, it's the most I've joined City for a while. Oh, unlucky, Dan. Unlucky, mate. Maybe next time. Sign up. If you've signed up, mate, there'll be one midweek as well, so fingers crossed, you know. We could do a midweek one together. So it's pretty much formation-wise, as we know, really, isn't it? With Rodri, now a defensive midfielder. By the way, here's a thought for you. Is not Rodri, Stones. Is Stones now England's best defensive midfielder? I think he probably is. I would have him there if I was Gareth Southgate. Because we've got better centre-backs than we've got defensive midfielders. We sold him. We sold him. Everyone who's at Southampton was sold, City Slacker. Oh, nice. Nice, Dan. Oh, Dan, did I meet you in the Legends Suite once, Dan? I can see plenty of difference, Mark. Might be the contrast in your TV or whatever, I know. I know you're getting that. But I met someone in the Legends Lounge once, and I can't remember who it was. Was it you, Dan? I can't remember, mate, so sorry. To be honest, Nikola Majovsky, at this stage of the season, I don't think Guardiola really rests anyone. He just goes for it. Got all eyes, mate. Oh, yeah, fair enough, pal. I'm colourblind, by the way, so... Met you in Arndale. Maybe Arndale. Was it out near the City store by any chance? That sounds so arrogant. I've met so many City fans, and my head's such a mushy mesh that I just forget names. I'm so sorry. No, I'm slightly colourblind. To me, this doesn't clash. It's a bit, yeah. I know what you mean in terms of the colour, but I can see it fine. They've started well here. It's a good cross. Go on, Gundo. I remember that, Dan. Yeah, I remember that. I actually remember. That's why I said it was outside the City store. Yeah, good videos then, man. Good days. For 40.com it was. There's a foul that on Gundogan. So the Saints have started pretty aggressively. Obviously, they're bottom of the table right now. So, you know, we just know this is a massive game for them. If we look at the table, jump over here. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. You know, they're currently bottom. They need something today. They really do. What were the matches today in the Premier League? Let's have a look. Do you know what? I've been out all day with Nicola, so I've not really seen today's results. Let's have a look. Leicester lost again. Of course, it is a Bournemouth. Spurs beat Brighton 2-1. Wolves beat Chelsea 1-0. Fuck me, man. West Ham got a big victory, that. Newcastle with a big victory as well. United beating Everton. Villa are on fire, man. Look at me, 6th. Emery's changed them, hasn't he? Fair play to them. Liverpool down in 8th. God. So, yeah, that's a big day for West Ham. Southampton, if they're going to survive, man, they've got to get something. They've got to get something soon, haven't they? They really do. They need to start getting some points on the table. They just do. Total Sport EK would be my advice, William Fitzpatrick. Total Sport EK. Not Esteemed Kompany, it just sounds like it. Yeah, well, when you say colourblind, Jamie, I reckon if you look through my eyes, you wouldn't tell immediately. It's like it's subtle when it's like when the shades of stuff with red and greens. Like I can see all the colours. I know what colours things are and stuff like that. It's just there's a slight colour blindness. I'm not one of those who sees red as blue and whatever. It doesn't affect my life really, I would say. Oh, Edison. Apart from when yeah, occasionally get things wrong. Nice football, wonderful football. Go on, go on, go on, Jack. Ah, that football was beautiful, wasn't it? That free-flowing football, I loved it, man. Jesus Christ, Dan. We do look fluid, don't we? Yeah, Dan, I'm not having that much money, bloody hell. Go on, Jack. He's on fire at the moment, Jack, isn't he? I mean, there's plenty of chances to play in Haaland there. I mean, don't think they made the wrong call. It was a big chance for Grealish. He's got a score there, by the way. Good save for Bazunu. Very good start, though. I really love this team. I really like this setup, genuinely. I think there's something about it. It gets me going, man. I like it. I think we're solid defensively, really physical. The wingers have found the confidence. Gundogan and De Bruyne have a sort of license to get forward and kind of create because of that defensive stability. We're getting better at finding the runners. It's always confidence, so confidence is always the difference maker, isn't it? Go on, Jack. Nice ball, Jack. Riyad looking great as well. Don't we all, Dan? Oh, Bazunu has the worst game of his career today. Let's see how Lavia gets on, by the way. This is a big chance. It's almost like an addition for him as well, isn't it? Moving the ball nicely. Stone was just doing his little... Oh, lucky Riyad. Nearly, man. So far, the start's been good. It has been decent, genuinely. Good defending. 91% possession so far. Not bad, eh? 91. I'm leaving it on screen, the stats at the moment. I mean, it's pretty remarkable, isn't it? No worries, William. Just book that, man. I've been using it for years. Total Sport EK. I mean, they can be a bit iffy every now and then, but, you know, they don't let me down, really. The way this City side's playing at the moment is so confident. I feel like if we get an early goal or two, I feel like we could fly, genuinely. How do you all guys feel about Laporte and Walker out of the team? What's your general vibe and feeling? My worldview is pretty simple. I don't really get attached to players being in and out of the team. Really, I just look. As long as the players that are in the team are playing well, I don't really care like who's in the team as long as everyone's doing well. You know, like if someone's stinking it out every single week, you know, and then I think, why is that person not playing? But I know people don't like Kanji, but I don't think he's been stinking it out personally. I understand why Guardiola's got him in the team. He's a leader. He didn't have a mod, sulk all the time. Go on, Erling. Ah. Beppy says it is what it is what it is. Is what it was it is. What it is. It is was it is. I presume you meant what? But yeah, I'm with you, Beppy. I mean, it's just life, isn't it? Yeah, I feel the same, Yusuf. Like, I don't all I care about is winning, you know. Jamie, I've no idea, mate. I hope Luis Enrique. Is anyone else a Luis Enrique fan? I like Luis Enrique. I hope he doesn't go there. The Chelsea job is so wild, man. Like, I don't know if I'd want it. It's just chaos. Like, all the players have got to move on. It's going to be absolutely mental. Like, it's just not a good thing, is it? It's just not a good scenario for any of them. Like, it's just some jobs like that are just poison chalices. And the Chelsea one, they're just a weird club, Chelsea, aren't they? First goal. Let's have a look. I'm going to go for Haaland. It's say bet, isn't it, really? Maybe Jamie. I mean, I think in general, Spain aren't really blessed with great strikers. I mean, I know Spain passed it an awful lot, but it's sort of like the DNA of the country, though, these days, you know. It's it's sort of their identity, isn't it? And I do think if they had a clinical striker or some electric wingers, they kind of probably change it a little bit. Well, I thought he did a great job past Guardiola. And they didn't do that when they had, like, when he was managing, like, Neymar and everyone and Suarez. Well, Jamie, it is sitting on the fence, but it's sort of true at the same time, isn't it, pal? Oh, Kev. Lucky cross. I feel like there's a goal coming inside the next 10 minutes here, personally. Sloppy Gundo. Yeah, Vinny's done wonderfully, Robin, hasn't he? Is he on? How many points is he on, Vinny? It's absolutely remarkable, isn't it? What they've done is just ridiculous. Well, look at the table now with Vinny. They've lost, what is it, 2 games all season? Yeah, 87 points. They need 13 more out of 80. How many possible? There's 7 more games. 21. 13 out of 21 to be Centurions. We did it, of course, a long time ago under Kev Keegan. Can they do it? Can they get 100 points? I think they can do. Imagine Vinny a double Centurion. That'd be great, wouldn't it? He's done these stupid things, though, you know? Genuinely stupid things for them. Revitalised the whole club. He's just changed. Well, I mean, the way that he's changed their whole identity and everything. I think Kompany would be mad to go to Spurs. Like, I don't. I think he should stay at Burnley. I think the expectations are low, and carry on the job he's doing. And I think there's an element as well that he lives in the Northwest now, back closer. His wife's from Mancunian and she's a City fan. So he'll be back near family, which will definitely help. So I reckon he should just stay and... Look, the thing is, if he struggled with Burnley next season, sort of no one would care. As long as they weren't horrific, I think his reputation would still be pretty good. Because he's Vincent Kompany. That immediately puts you at the table, doesn't it? Great challenge, Jack. Lovely stuff. Oh, Spurs and Chelsea, man. They're just poison chalices. Just don't go near them. I don't think I would unless I was... I don't know. Weirdly, though, Spurs would have been better for Graham Potter. Like, that at the time, that would have been better for him. But, you know, if I was a big manager, I wouldn't go to Spurs. You know, like, well, you know, the elite ones like Conte or Mourinho or whatever. When they went there, I wouldn't go. No chance. Spurs aren't... Ooh. Go on. Oh, Gundo with a volley. Blocked. Corner anyway. Gundo's such a beautiful man, isn't he? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. That was beautiful keeping. Ake did really well there, man. You gotta give Edison some credit too, because we fucked up big time. And that was a mistake. That was well done, Ake and Edison there. Both did excellent. Jesus, we got lucky there. Edison did really well there. He deserves the credit, man. I don't even know if that would go down as a save. He won't get the credit for it. We did brilliantly. Kev, careful, mate. I don't think Aki did that. You know, he just harried him a bit, didn't he? To be fair, there. To Edison, to Ake there, he's lightning quick, that kid. So like, he basically, it's hard to commit because he's fast, isn't he? Oh, his touches are terrible. Just really bad forward play, sadly, for that kid. Kamaldeen. Just poor. We got lucky. Yeah, of course I would, Jamie. I'll take anything of Arsenal dropping points. We'll warm into it, Mark. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm caught. Look, if Liverpool get anything from Arsenal, I'll be buzzing. Because if they do and we win today, all of a sudden it would be what? It would be... So if they drew tomorrow with 73, we'd be on 68. It'd be 5 points. And then if we beat them, it's just a 2. So that would be nice. Now we'd be on 67, which would be currently 5 points, and it'd be 6 points. Which is a big gap, but, you know. No, we'll have a game in hand though, won't we? Yeah, so if we win today, we'll be on 67 points. We'll be 5 points behind them. If they drew, we'd be 6 points behind them. We'd have a game in hand. So that means we could level with them if we won our game in hand and beat them. So, yeah, I'd be buzzing. I don't think, though. I think they'll win tomorrow, unfortunately. Wake up, Yokai. Yeah, I look the way I feel it. If we stay in touch and distance, and then we beat them at the Etihad, I think we'll win the league. That's how I feel. Wonderful from Ruben Diaz. Big Rubes, man. Look at that. That challenge. World class defending that. Surely, to be honest, mate, if anyone, whoever wins the league, pretty much always will they deserve it. You know, you can't you can't really flute the league. I don't think it's too many games. So if Arsenal win it this year, it's because they've been phenomenal. And yeah, someone asked me earlier, and I forgot to reply. Like, what moment did I take them seriously? I can't really remember, but it's been obvious for the last several games that, at the very least, that they ain't gonna drop off. I think they can get to. They've got 9 games left. The max they can get is 99 points, I think. But they can't get our Centurions, which is mad because that means even if they won all their games, they still couldn't match our Centurions. That's crazy. Was it you, Jamie? Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention it. So we've dropped off a little bit here. We need to kind of fix up again. Oh, Riyadh giving a ball sloppily. I wouldn't say it's that bad yet, Tyler. And that was the Carabao, wasn't it? Carabao, we were horrific that day. It's not been that bad yet. But yeah, we need to sharpen up a little bit. What can anyone tell me about Southampton's manager? I genuinely know nothing about him at all. To be honest, Sean, I've never really got involved in TikTok ever. I've done a few on there, but I've never watched anything on there other than what Nicola sends me. So I can't say I ever scroll it, so I don't have an opinion. Yeah, Liam Delat's had a weird one. Like he's a good. We saw at City, you know, even when he made his debut, and like he looked really confident. But there's something going on with Liam Delat. I think mentally he's just shot or whatever. But he's lost all form and confidence, and he's a really good player. Like. But he's just not really, for whatever reason, taken to it. Maybe he just needs to find his confidence somewhere. There's a player there though with Liam Delap. He's lost his confidence. I have no idea about Bellingham. I wouldn't be surprised if he knows where he's going. If I was Bellingham, I'd probably want to know where I was going already. And to be honest, players are very smart. A lot of players are very smart with these days. Like they're very well advised, and you look at how the likes of Haaland deal with their future and so on. And I wouldn't be surprised if young players like Bellingham try and manage their career in a very similar way. You know, really consider their move and development and so on, and make a mind up early on. Like, they won't be reactionary. He seems a smart lad, you know, with good people around him. So I reckon Bellingham knows where he's going already, presuming the club can actually pay what the club are going to accept. But mentally, I think he's probably already made his mind up. It's not the same as like the Dortmund Haaland deal, of course, where it was a release clause. So we announced it mid-season, didn't we? Still, like I think it was after a Wolves game or something like that. We announced it mid-May. We won't do that, I don't think, because I reckon they'll invite a bidding war and it'll go on forever because there's no release clause. But we'll see. But I think it could come to City, Bellingham. I think it'll happen. Maybe, City, okay, maybe. The change of scenery wouldn't be a bad idea at all for Liam Delap. sometimes young players as well, they just need to get a loan somewhere, score a few goals. With strikers, score a few goals and all of a sudden get a hat trick and you score one in the next game and you got 4 in 3 games or whatever, and then you just go on a bit of a roll. Hello, Tyrone. Not much for me right now. We're halfway through the first half and it's gone a little bit bitty. We started really nicely, but Southampton have been pretty decent. I've got to give them credit. They've been aggressive. They've been assertive. Like a team fighting for their lives, basically. I still think City will turn it around. I think we've got another gear or two to go up, but we need to start being a little bit crisper because it hasn't been a good last 10-15 minutes. Yeah, we have been sloppy. I agree. I'm assuming. But I'm Harbinger there. Like I don't think in general their confidence is good at the moment. Like so I feel like a goal and things will change pretty quickly if we get there. A moment of brilliance from KDB or something like that. One nice cross, tap in for Big Earl. Don't think we'll fly. I miss Phil Foden, by the way, big time. As much as I love Riyad, I miss Phil Foden. I think he's the most technically gifted player in the team. Holland ghosts until he doesn't ghost. That's how it works, Joel, you know. He ghosts if City sort of ghosts, and right now we are. We need to work the ball up to him. That's probably not a bad bet, Dan, to be honest, mate. Could probably happen. Has he got many bookings in his career? It just feels like the kind of... Yeah, Riley, I can see that. Maybe a moment of magic from a set piece. Yeah, Adrian, he's always down. This the way when you're as good as Haaland is, people kind of judge you by unfair standards. But you know that's life, isn't it? That's life. It's how it is. I don't think he'll give a shit. He's a multi-millionaire superstar. He's going to break pretty much every record, goal scoring record in the history of the game. Probably he'll be fine either way. Comes with the territory. Come on, City. Bit sloppy there. So De Bruyne tomorrow is just sloppy. Stones has not been involved as you would much as you'd like. They're pressing really nicely as well, but mainly like a lot of the problems just go down to a lack of precision. Come on, City, man. Come on, City. Hasn't been the best game win, Bane. I always think with City, though, like, it takes a moment of magic and then all of a sudden the pace and tempo will change. Oh, nice ball from Rodri. Haaland trying to bulldoze through, but defended well against. Play the Kanji. Nico, you're the most pessimistic person I've ever met in my life, so I ignore every message of yours because you always choose the worst case scenario. So I you might even be right, but I just presume you're always going to choose the most negative possible result because that is you as a person. So I take anything you say with a pinch of salt because you are just a cry arse. You know that's true for what it's worth. You know. So I'll just ignore your. I will decide after the City Arsenal game. It could be, but you know, I will wait and see. Oh, nice skill from their guy there, but he can't cross, thankfully. I thought that might have been a free kick, to be honest. Go on, Haaland. Get forward. Ah, taking his time there with the pass there, Grealish. They're claiming a handball. Don't know if it was. Let's have a look and replays. That I don't think that should be a penalty. He did hit his hand, but he's right next to him. I wouldn't give that personally. He did hit his hand, but he's literally stood just normally. I mean, I don't think that should be given because he's hit it from 2 yards, and that's moved in less than a second. He's no way he's reacted to that. I honestly don't think it's a pen. Because you have to be like, his hand was in a normal position. He was a yard away. I don't think even the rules say that's a handball, do they? Oh, come on, City. You might get your yellow card, Dan, soon. It wasn't that bad a challenge from Akanji. I think people have reacted a bit to that. We've seen Kompany, like, you know. People saying like he's moved his hand towards it, like he has a yak. No, Nico can hang around. Nico's just manic depressing at times. He's not trolling. He's just negative. He's Marvin the paranoid android. So everything's the worst thing ever. We're literally watching the best ever time to be a Manchester City fan. Best ever time. Ever. Never be better than this. But some people don't know they're born, you know. Thankfully, I'm not one of those people. I'm a happy soul, you know. um, I find very little to moan about when we're one of the best team, the best Manchester City side in history. You know, things could always be better for any team, but you know that's life, and I ain't gonna cry over perfection because it's not possible. If they have maybe they have been given Wimbayne, but I don't think they are personally. I don't think they should be. I mean, he's next to him. Yeah, that's how I feel, Stelios. I mean, like, you know, this football that we've gone, it's just stupid. We're winning multiple leagues and trophies. I haven't seen that goal, Andrew. I'm fascinated to see it. Someone was tagged me in it on Twitter, the Brighton goal. Go on, Stonesy. Ah, Stones, mate, sloppy. But then he's won the ball back really nicely. Do you know what Kanji gets all that criticism? Stones has just got a yellow card for a bad challenge in the middle, you know, and everyone likes Stones. I mean, he got the ball by the looks of it. No, he's gone through him first. It doesn't surprise me, Andrew. I'm sick of it. Like, I hate the handball rules. The way I see it is players have arms. It used to be the rules used to be that if they looked like there was intent, it was which was hard to decide, admittedly. Um, a penalty was given, and like some amount of times where you get done for jumping. Like, who jumps? You don't jump with that. You know, like it's mad. Like forwards can jump with their arms out because nothing happens. You don't get penalised, but defenders can't jump with their arms out. So forwards are instinctively given an advantage, and it's just insane. Like people get punished for having hands. Like they just. I just think it's crazy, you know, because I think it must be so frustrating. Imagine losing a game, or a cup tie, or a final, or get relegated just because someone smacked the ball at you and the ball travelled 50 miles an hour in 3 meters, and before you've even seen it, it's hit your hand, and you're like, and your hand's just where it was because you just blocked us because it's out because people stand like that, and then the whole season's ruined. You're like, I didn't even. Ugh. It's one of those things where it's like I just existed, I was just there, and then your whole life changes. That moment, you know, your team gets relegated. I just find I don't like the rules. I think they're stupid. Yeah, Liverpool did in the Champions League final exactly. I thought that was terrible then. It was the Spurs game, wasn't it? Like where it just who was it against? Was it Dembele? I can't remember. I feel like they did, where someone hit someone's arm and they were just stood there. Like, of course they didn't put their arm out. He's offside. Back turns to the ball, yeah. I remember that one, the PSG one. Stupid, man. It's stupid. Haaland's not had a touch yet for Phil Jones edits. This has not been a good half, to be honest. I don't think Alvarez is the issue. I think the fact that City can't make any passes is the issue. We've been really poor. Like, we just complete our passes, you know. Alvarez would be great, Mark, if he comes on. But we're just being sloppy. We've been sloppy, and we need to be better than that. I would like something before half time here. Yeah, I think you probably oh Erling, mate. That's a chance, you know, to be honest. He's onside as well, I think. He is onside. Gotta hit it first time if he can. But poor control. I mean, it's not easy to be fair, that. You gotta control it coming over your head and get a shot away. Go on, Kev. Oh, could score there, you know. Nearly. Haaland's physical. Look at that pass from KDB. First time. It's ridiculous. He's got it. Do you know what? He probably should have scored there. Oh, yeah, he should have scored, Haaland. He should have scored. Back across the goal, and that's the goal, isn't it? I don't know. Bit too much. You're on to sports, Southampton. It's fine. You mean you're in the wrong place? Well, the right place, depending on what you want to do. Tom Boy, good mate. How are you? Second half, I think it's going to be much better. I think we'll do. Look, I always say that you remember, like in general, football's a game. I know it's a cliche, but it's two halves, isn't it? Like literally, like a big part of football is adapting to what you've seen. And I don't think there's anything wrong with not playing well in the first half, as long as you know they rectified their mistakes or what isn't working in the second. And Guardiola, of course, is one of the most astute managers, and we've not the most in world football. So if you're paying attention to what we're not doing right, he'll tweak things, and you know we'll come out better, I reckon. Cliche klaxon, always. We need to get it in. Every cliche, you know, every guile. No, they do. I agree, Andrew. They're very different. Alvarez and Haaland. Both got their strengths, though, haven't they? You know, Haaland's. Well, who else gets that chance that he's just missed? You know, no one does. Because he's just so much stronger and faster than everyone else. He should have scored as well. Ben, I hope you're right, mate. I'm presuming you're on about City 3-0. I think, to be honest, I think we will be different. I guess Pet would say the general setup is the same. Because I think Alvarez will do things differently a little bit, but I think the idea of what they're told to do is probably very similar. It's just that Alvarez will be a little bit more instinctively good at it. He'll drop deeper a bit more naturally and get involved because he's just better at that. Harden will probably not be as inclined to do it. I'll keep the ball, lads. I've been a bit sloppy here, to be honest. Lavia's done really well there. It's had a good game, Romeo Lavia, so far. Oh, he's really good, Lavia. It's a chance. It's a chance. He's quality, Lavia, isn't he? Really is. This is a bad half of football. You've got to remember these are bottom, bottom of the table. So we need to be better than this, We fucking need to be because this has been really poor. Really poor. Pep won't be happy either, to be honest. Oh! Yes! Just like that. There we go. Just as I was preparing my halftime speech, Erling fucking Haaland. Erling fucking Haaland. The man is inevitable. He cannot be stopped. That's what you get when you've got a man that beautiful and that wonderful. Haaland. Where is he? Never doubted this team for 1 second. World-class performance, man. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. Look at this. Simple as you like. Simple as you like. What is it? Is it just a KDB cross? Is it a KDB cross? Yeah, it's KDB to Haaland. Boom. Haaland, physical, strong, and he gets where he needs to be. Oh, he's fucking great, isn't he? You gotta love this man. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. Look at that. He makes the football look so easy. Oh, I absolutely love you, man. I love you. Number 43. How'd you score 43 goals? It's not normal, Erling. Stop it, mate. Stop it, you absolute freak. You giant, wonderful man. But how do you stop that? How do you defend against that? I don't think you can do. Because he's just so much bigger, so much faster than everyone else. Come on! So let's have a look. What's his stats now, man? Oh, there. Nice, Dan. Got you £7. Good on you, man. How many is that in the league now? 29. $100 assists for De Bruyne in the Premier League, by the way. 29 he's got. I need 11 more. 11 more for me to win me 5 grand. I don't think he's going to do it, but I could do him get a hat-trick today, There's 9 more games after this, you never know. Do you reckon, Ben? I hope so, man. A hat-trick and I get excited. But he needs to score more than a goal a game now, which is very possible doing, but if he scores a few today, I'll be buzzing. I think he'll do it at that point. You just can't keep him down, can you? $11 goals he's set up for De Bruyne, which is mad in 32 games. So for Haaland. the chant at half time is he's scored more than you. He's scored more than you. Erling Haaland, he scored more than you. He's got more than Southampton. I think they scored 23 goals. That's absolutely crazy. Anyway, it's half time and I'm buzzing. Let me just do a quick tweet about this and get people to come over and blah, 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 etc. Half time thoughts. KDB and Haaland, man. Like, what more can you say? What more can you say about those two? This is ridiculous. Anyway, how does everyone feel about that game so far? It hasn't been good, has it, actually? That's the thing. If we're being totally honest, it hasn't been a good half of football. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that either. That it's been a pretty poor half of football against a team. Look, we've got to be honest, man. They're at the bottom of the table, and we look at them right there. We've had 3 shots on target to their. They've had just one shot. I mean, they've had moments, really, haven't they? But when you look at the table once again as a reminder, this is a team that is struggling. They are currently down at the very bottom for a reason. They scored 23 goals. Haaland scored 29. He's only 3 goals off the record. He could do it today. Who knows? We need to be better than that. We've got the goal. We possibly deserved it on the balance of the chances, but on the mood of the performance, maybe not. Like, I don't really feel like we did. We had 69% possession to their 31. We were a little bit sloppy. We were a little bit erratic. Oh, that's nice, mate. Oh, 65 quid for 5 KDB assists. From 5 for KDB assists, Haaland header goal. That's easy money, mate. I would have put money on that too. The thing is, there's so many bets I wanted to put on at the start of the season that I just didn't bother because I'm not much of a gambler. But I saw loads that I thought you'd do easily. But the thing is, next season, the odds are going to be so much smaller, so it's not going to be the same, is it? But yeah, back to this half. It's not been a great half of football. It's something about Southampton that just kind of gets to us. They get under our skin a tiny little bit. And, like, you know, fair play to them. They're good against us. They're aggressive. They're pacey. They're physical. But we need to be better than that. I do think Guardiola will change it. I think he'll kind of get the best out of City again. I'm expecting to see a different Manchester City side in the second half. Mainly because I always trust Guardiola to kind of fix any problems that he sees in the first half. And that's the thing. You always got to remember, like, Twitter is tapped Ben, you're right, it always is, mate. But people are negative in general. People like to moan online because it gets attention. People either they're overly positive or overly negative. Yeah, by the way, Dan is right. Please do gamble responsibly. Like, there's a saying in general, when the fun stops, stop. Like, if you're having fun and you're over 18 and you can afford it, you know, have fun, whatever. But if you're not enjoying it, just fucking tell someone that you love that you're not enjoying it, and they'll help you stop, because you gotta, you gotta be an adult and you gotta be sensible. Okay. Sam, we all love Gundo's, you know. I think in general, Gundo's a City legend, Sam, mate. I mean, some people might not rate him, but largely, I think Gundogan's been in City folklore until that season since he was at false nine for Man City, and then of course the Villa game last season when he won us the league. Gundogan is loved, mate. I agree with Piff, by the way. Only gamble if you've got money to lose. Like, if you've not, don't gamble. Simple as that. Otherwise, you're just fucking betting on your life. It's ridiculous. That's the thing, is it? Yeah, as Bayaji just said, doesn't matter how bad KDB's playing or City are playing. If you've got Kevin De Bruyne and Haaland on the pitch, all it takes is one lovely cross. And Haaland, he's just so physical, so strong, and so intelligent. He's going to get there. He's going to get there and make chances. And it's wonderful to witness as a Manchester City player. As a Manchester City fan, sorry. Because we know that we've always got a chance. But at the same time, I'd rather City play better and not have to rely on that today. Because it hasn't been ideal. I reckon... yeah, Gundogan's a Man City legend for me. I think so. I mean... I guess he's not like an icon. Like, he's not... I guess what it means, like... When I look back, is he what Vincent Kompany is, or David Silva, or Sergio is? No. But they are, like, statue-level icons at Manchester City. But I don't think you have to be that to be a legend, you know? Like, yeah, he's a Man City legend, man. He's one of our greatest midfielders in history. He just is. He just is. He's had too many big moments, and he's led this team. He's been around for years. I know he's had bits in and out of the team, but... His general legacy at Manchester City, people call Dzeko a legend, and Gundogan's done more for Man City than Dzeko has by a long way, and by a long way. I mean that with love to Dzeko. So yeah, I love Gundogan. I think he's an example of professionalism. I think he's a fantastic player. Yeah, I think he's great. I think you go, put it this way, I don't feel strong enough to argue that he isn't, you know, and I understand why people would love him. He's one of Manchester City's best ever midfielders. Like, I think Yaya's better. Better footballer, probably. Like, De Bruyne, Silva, Fernandinho. Maybe these are better players, but, you know, that's 4 or 5 there. If you're probably in the top ever Manchester City players in midfield, then you're one of our legends, you know. He's in the top 10 ever Manchester City midfielders, and, you know. So, yeah. I think he's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, and I love him to bits. Look at Haaland's flowing hair, by the way. I just looked at it when he's getting it out there. He really is just 4, isn't he? It's mad. Yeah, Gundogan pretty much won us a league. We had that 3 months when he went phenomenal. So, yeah, I love him. So, anyway, this second half, look, I don't think we should change anything personally. It should be more of a case of just honing in on what we've not been doing. Like Guardiola would say, you've been a bit erratic. You need to be a little bit more focused. You need to be tighter on the ball. We will be. We will do. We'll use it a little bit better, a bit smarter, kind of sort of control the game a little bit more, because Southampton have got in behind us, and it has been Frustrating at times watching it. Guys, by the way, please hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes, you know. I do think we'll come out the second half being a little bit better because Guardiola always fixes it. I reckon we'll see Gundogan involved a bit more because I don't think he's actually had a good game so far. As much as we've talked about him being a legend, I don't think Haaland has been had many things to run onto. Still, he could have had a couple of goals already despite that. And Mahrez and Grealish haven't really been overly involved either. To be honest, I think in general the team just needs to be a little bit more. At this stage of the season, just win. Just find a way to win. That's literally all that matters. Cross the ball to Haaland, he'll score a goal, and after that, we're sort of sorted. Just don't stress it too much. I would love to know who was at the top of the circle, by the way. Who won the money for the cash out there? Someone won some of the jackpot. Fingers crossed it was one of you guys if you're watching, because this video is sponsored by Circle. But I didn't join it, so I can't go and look at who was top of it. Is Ruben down there? Bring him up. I just need to see my baby boy. Nicholas just walked past. I think my internet's been a bit slow. I apologise. Hopefully it'll stop buffering soon. Sometimes it does it every now and then. I don't know why. But yeah, second half I reckon will be different. I think it'll be different. I think it'll be better as well. It'll be good. Lavia's been brilliant, by the way, for them. Absolutely wonderful. Here's a beautiful boy. Hello, Rubes. You alright, little man? Oh, he's my little pudding. Look how big he's getting. Look at him. Look at this little... God, last time he was on he was about probably about a month ago was last time he was on a Watchalong.
It's not been out for a while, has it?
He's getting bigger, isn't he? Yeah. God, I miss him. Not seen him. Winning 1-0. Not playing particularly well, but winning 1-0.
What an outfit, eh?
What an outfit. Do you like his elephant tracksuit? No, never forgets, does he, this kid? Never forgets. He's got his little chunky legs out, look. He's about to have a bath and get ready for bed. Beard. I just read the word beard there from perfect bed. He's getting ready for bed.
He's getting his beard ready.
Ruben. Oh, we're going to win now because Ruben's on camera. Do you want to wave? Do you want to wave? Rubes.
What's going on?
He won't smile now. He's too distracted by it all. Got the Balotelli hair. Yeah, he's got a mohawk. He definitely hasn't got his dad's hair, has he? He's got his mum's hair.
I had spiky blonde hair when
I was a mohawk. Kid's a rebel, you know.
As soon as my mum
rebel.
she's like, he's got your hair. Doesn't have
Look at the little boy. Look at the little man. He's beautiful, by the way. He's growing well. He is. I think he's doubled his weight probably now, hasn't he? Which he's meant to in 6 months. If not a few pounds.
It's not quite.
A little bit off, if not. But it's roughly. I love him to bits. He's the best. We had a really nice day today, didn't we? As well.
We did. We really did.
What are you doing? You gonna say hello?
Moves.
No.
Ruben.
Anyway, he doesn't let us sleep, but he's the best little boy in the world, and he's the happiest little boy in the world, isn't he?
Yeah.
Never, ever moans.
Did he kiss before he go to bed?
He gives a kiss. Go on, you little man. You gonna smile for camera? Got a little face in the corner there. He's got my eyes though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Look at the colour on the camera there. It looks sort of similar. Isn't it?
Bye.
Bye. Alright, enjoy the bath.
Bye, Dad.
We do have the same eyes, and I like my eyes, so I'll take that. And Nicholas got good eyes too, so you know. And he's got my curiosity. He stares.
He's got your lower eyelid.
He's got I've got one eyelid that's slightly lower than the other. You see it there, and I don't know why. I just have done. And he's got that too, which is fucking adorable. I think he gives my eyes a little bit carroty, you know, man. See, it's like a Nicholas like that actually, as well. But either way, I think as he gets older, he'll look more and more like me. We'll see it in his manner, his facial. We'll see it in his general demeanour. But he's the sweetest little boy. I love him to bits. Second half, what's everyone's predictions and what do you want to see? Let me know who you want to see on the pitch. Let me know who you think will be on the pitch. Will we change anything? Will we score again? Will we concede? Let me know your craziest predictions. Next goal scorer, full time. I don't really... mine doesn't twitch too much, Kebble. Occasionally get the Twitch, but I've always had it one eyelid. I never knew until I started doing Blooming Rising videos. Genuinely. I didn't know I had one eyelid lower than the other. But I started editing videos, and obviously when you pause in your video, I noticed it so much. I was like... I got really insecure about it for a while. Then I looked back at old photos. I could see it from several years. I was like, oh. I thought I had something wrong with my eye. I've just had it forever, I think, so... but then I noticed Tom York from Radiohead has it a lot stronger than me, and he's a cool fucker, so that'll do for me. But It's genetic. Lavia, maybe Nico. Lavia's a wonderful footballer. It depends if they decide to move Calvin Phillips. If they decide to move Calvin Phillips on and get anywhere near the money that they spent on him, which I think they probably would, by the way. If this is my prediction, crazy prediction of all the what's it called, dominoes falling. Declan Rice leaves, goes to Chelsea. Chelsea spends stupid money on Declan Rice because he's got 1 year left in his contract. West Ham survive and go Calvin Phillips. They spend 30 million on Calvin Phillips. City say he can go, though he might decide he wants to move. He goes to West Ham or something like that, and then City go and sign Lavia. That's how I can see things fall. Something like that. So I think Declan Rice will leave West Ham, and I reckon they'll go for Calvin Phillips as a replacement. Yes, Dan, almost certainly. We do this a quick goal in the second half, to be honest. Another goal in the second half, and I'll like early goal, and I feel comfortable at that point. We've got to trust the players. Look how mad we make it. Look how simple we make it look. It's ridiculous. Like De Bruyne across. Look at that. Look at that gif of. We need someone to make it a gif of a Haaland's hair shape. And we need to. That little flowing lock thing there. Unbelievable. I mean, look at that, man. He's just doing that. He's just, what a superstar. It's really weird with Haaland because he's like, I wouldn't say he's like a good looking fella. But there's something about him, isn't there, where there is a general vibe about him. I don't know, like there's just, he has the aura. I think it comes from just being like 6'5" and having a very distinctive look. Haaland is just a bit of a, he's just magnetic. A mad footballer. And he's ours. Phillips might stay, yeah. But he might stay. But I don't know. Guardiola might change his mind, you know. All the predictions were that he was going to stay. But let's see. Imagine he doesn't play another minute this season, which is very possible. He doesn't start another game. I would not be surprised at the same time if they go, fuck it, you can go if you want to. And he goes, yeah, I want to go. He also might decide to stay because he wants to prove himself. Someone on Twitter said, his hair made me forget how shit we were in the first half. It's his hair. Everything about him is phenomenal. So second half, I like this comment from Pep. He said, Haaland is both a 2 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10 at the same time. It's weird. It pretty much sums it up, really, to be honest, mate. Second half, the players are coming out. I'm predicting a decent performance here. I think we'll win this. Imagine if he was bald. I need to see what Haaland looks like bald. I'm going to Google it. Someone's surely done it somewhere. Haaland bald. Oh my god, it's kind of scary. Here's what Haaland looked like bald. I don't need that. No, that's... I don't need that. I don't need to see that. I'm sorry that I've just put that on you all. Right, we're underway anyway. Shit, I forgot to start the clock. There we go. Right. Anyway, second half's underway. Do not need to see Haaland bald again. Keep that hair, young man. He does look like a Viking. Oh, come on, City, man. Come on, City. I'm warning you all in advance. In about half an hour, you're going to hear Ruben crying downstairs because getting to bed and putting his moisturiser on and all that, and he doesn't like it. He likes to whine, bless him. Gundo. Got lucky there. This is the third different Southampton managers to face City this season. That's crazy. That's mad, isn't it? Is it Hassan Huttle, Nathan Jones and Sellers? It's a good way of putting it, Dan. Gifts from God. And he does look like something from Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. He looks ethereal. Well, the difference there with all those examples, Nico, you're right, is even more. He's just he's one of us anyway. They know him, don't they, inside out, so they don't even need those references. Go on, Gundo. Oh, Gundo could have pulled it back then a little bit. Right, come on, Kev. Stones is hanging around there. It didn't matter if Walcott's just still hanging around doing his thing, you know. Ward-Prowse, I'm not really sure about Ward-Prowse's City's level, Dan. I mean, to me, Ward-Prowse, if he came in as a backup in the way that Phillips did, I'd be fine with him. But I don't really think Ward-Prowse has the smarts for the first team role the way that Gundo and Bernardo do. I don't dislike him as a player, by the way. I actually think we've got our own young Ward-Prowse who's more malleable and more City-led already on loan at Sheffield United, Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle reminds me a lot of him, even down to the fact that he's a brilliant set-piece taker. And a captain-esque. He's, to be honest, a lot about Ward-Prowse's game. You look at the young Tommy Doyle and see the same thing. So if we're going down that route, I'd be like, just bring back Tommy Doyle. I do hope one of Doyle and McAtee gets a chance, by the way, because I think they've been excellent. If you're a young City fan and you're on loan at a team that's going to get promoted from the Championship, you deserve a look at some point. In my opinion. Even if it's just in pre-season. Keep the ball, Riyadh. He's a good functional player, Ward-Prowse. He is. He does everything pretty well, you know. Other than his set pieces, which are phenomenal, I don't really think. Look at that stat, by the way. Fastest to 100 assists, 237 appearances for De Bruyne. The next fastest is Fabregas at 293. That's crazy. This is a remarkable pace. Just stupid. I see the Haaland gifts have come out already. There we go. Look at that, man. He's got something about him, hasn't he? What should we get copyright protected for that? I don't want to show it on a video because Sky will sue me. Do you ever see that pigeon flying on the screen then, man? Looked like he was going for the ball. Go on, Jack. Go on, Gundo. Oh! That was absolutely inches. I don't know what Grealish was trying with that dribble. Oh, it's so close, man. He's got to score there. Mr. Whippy, trying to whip it again. The thing is as well, of course, now they've got to come out, haven't they? They've got to come out at us. And hopefully we'll see. Sorry, I zoned out a little bit. Tiredness. What I was going to say is they'll have to come out a little bit. That's very. I don't know. No, I disagree, Nico, entirely. Like, I think he's been excellent recently. He's not had a great game today, by the way, Grealish. But recently, he's been using the ball really smartly, creating loads of chances, getting some assists, some goals. Today he's been sloppy. He's given the ball away a lot today, but he's due an average game. I guess it depends what you're looking for a winger. If you want a guy who's going to beat loads of people, that's not going to be Jack Grealish. But if you want a winger who's going to create loads of chances and lose the ball really intelligently, go on, Jack. He just uses the ball really smartly, Grealish. He's not a dribbling winger. He's a wide playmaker, basically, but he's been excellent at it. And he works exceptionally hard. You got to look at the stats, to be honest, as well. Like, his expected assists is like the highest in the league. Like, we've actually done him a bit of a disservice. I think Roger got lucky there. That's a foul. Referee's been a little bit kind to us sometimes. No, Stones is not had a good game today. Not a good game today, Stones. Laurie did well again there, to be fair to him. Rodri absolutely crowded out. Bernardo's coming on. Yeah, I think, to be honest, we need it. I don't think we've done well at all. Walker as well. To be honest, with the pace that they counted, I would not be surprised. I don't think Stones had a good game, so I would not be surprised if Stones comes off. Walker goes at right back, and Mahrez to come off. That'd be maybe Gundo. I would guess Mahrez and Stones, or a Kanji with Stones central. If Walker comes on, that is. It's weird. He's been caught out a lot today, Stones. Oh, Ward-Prowse got lucky there, man. Was that a yellow from Haaland? Let's have a look. Oh, that's not a yellow card, for crying out loud. Nothing in that. That's mild, man. That's not a yellow card. Mahrez off for Bernardo, as thought. And Stones, yeah. Called it. Called it in general. So he's gone for Walker. I'm surprised the Kanji stayed on instead of Stones. The comments are interesting, Guardiola. For what it's worth, I do think in general he's not particularly good at that role, and I think it's the right Guardiola's right. I think he'll be playing right back more traditionally here. I think Bernardo will... I think Kev will drift out wide a little bit and Bernardo will be a little bit deeper. Or Bernardo will be like a quasi right midfielder stroke defensive midfielder. So half an hour left in, well, 35 minutes left. Go on, Kev. Go on, Jack. Oh! You did say... Go on, Jack. Boom. Nico got... There you go. He did say, to be fair to Nico, he did say every time he says that he gets a goal or assist. So fair play to you, man. Go on, Jack, you beautiful bastard. Jack deserved that, you know. He's getting his goals and assists at the moment, man. That guy's getting his roses. Simple football. Nice little flick. Header. Haaland to De Bruyne. I don't think he gets an assist for this, does he, De Bruyne? No, he doesn't, unfortunately, for De Bruyne. Go on, Jack. He's getting his moments at the moment, isn't he? Absolutely is. You love to see it, man. Jack is just, he's on fire, man. Like, when you're hot, you're hot. And every moment he touches is turning into gold. He's onside, right? He's on, right? He's miles on. Yeah, he's miles on. But I say, like, he took an awful long time to decide that. Don't scare me like that. 2-0 is massive. You've got to presume now we'll go down and get a second, maybe a third. What a ball from KDB. Of course, what a ball from KDB. Lovely, lovely stuff. Super chat, by the way, from number one Volo fans. It's greetings from Florida, 90 degrees, and waiting to cut this down to 5 before tomorrow. Waiting to cut this. I don't understand. It's hot. It's very hot. Welcome from Ramsbottom, near Manchester, mate. Thank you for the support. Massively appreciate number one Volo fan. Really love the support on the channel. Beautiful stuff, of course. Yeah. Bloody love him, man. Jack Grealish. Right now, he is flying. He's just flying. I'm so happy for him as well because he's obviously an immensely hard-working player. He spent a bit of time trying to adapt to life at Manchester City. He's on side there, KDB. Now it is piffed. It's 2-0 enough. We'll get a third, but I don't see us at the moment right now. I would say in general, this City side, I feel pretty tough. Like, defensively, they're pretty solid, you know? Super Jackie Grealish. Soon, I'm going to have to start putting my voice down a little bit quieter because Ruben's going to bed soon. Go on, Kev. Oh, Kev's falling over. It's this stage of the season, by the way, just find a way to win, man. Just find a way to win, always. You have to. Don't have to be pretty. Doesn't have to be pretty. By the way, fair play to Pep for making the changes early, you know. Not that it matters, and he's... Good run for Walker Peters, good defending. Good ball. Great ball to Grealish. That was it. Was that Walker? I can't remember what you're referring to there, Nico. I I do. Well, I remember when we signed him, and I was chatting to Joe Shields actually. Joe Shields, who's now Southampton's director of football. He was a Manchester City academy scout, and he said he was immense. He told me about him at an academy game, and he said he's going to be absolute top class, and he was right. He's going to be, and he signed him for Southampton. Eli Nador with a super chat as well, my man. Or Eli Nador says Grealish is world class. Big shout, mate. I mean, his form right now is definitely world class right now. He's been great for Man City. I love to see it as well because I think he deserves it. I want to see good people doing good things, you know. And right now he's absolutely on fire. World class is a big shout, but as a winger, what he's doing right now as a wide playmaker, it's absolutely wonderful stuff, man. So I love to see it. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. And Mark as well saying, believe in City, believe in Pep. Mark Harris, mate. Well, we know you do. More than the rest of them. Am I right, mate? Look, ultimately, Pep will make mistakes every now and then because like everyone does. But the difference is with Pep and me and you is he makes less mistakes in his job than we do in ours. It's just a simple matter of fact. So Pep is a fucking genius. And I love him for it. And absolutely believe in him always. He won't win everything, and he'll do things that frustrate me, but we all do. Go on, Erling. Love you, Mark. We need now, let's have a look at the Premier League table. This is how it currently stands. 5 points behind. We need Liverpool to get something. If they do, game in hand, Etihad is back in our hands. Literally is at that point. I don't think they will do, but we need it. Literally, if Liverpool get anything, it's in our hands again. Which is crazy, that, isn't it, to be fair? You know, it seems like insurmountable, but it shows you just how quickly things can catch up. Because all they need to do is drop points in one game. And we've got to beat them, of course, at the Etihad. But it being back in our hand again is huge. But that's a big if, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Liverpool. KDB, all-time City players. Eddie, I think he's the best ever Manchester City player, personally, Eddie. It's him or David Silva. But I think it is probably Kevin De Bruyne just. I think he's one of the greatest ever midfielders in the history of the game. But so is David Silva. But to me, KDB's level of genius. He's not as elegant as David Silva. But what he can do with the ball at his feet, it's just they're so different, but so beautifully brilliant at the same time. Oh, lucky Jack! But to me, KDB is the greatest midfielder in Premier League history. One of the greatest in the history of the game. Lucky Jack. A little bit higher and a second goal there for Haaland. No worries, Eddie. I mean, look, if someone said David Silva was, I'd struggle to disagree, but from a personal feeling, it's Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, wonderful. KDB just deserves the Champions League more than, well, not more than anyone, but I want to. If he gets it, there's no doubt at that point. You know, his legacy. Because we just know that the statue would be KDB holding the Champions League trophy, or just him doing his little. It'd be that, wouldn't it, when he's running with his fingers out? What would the KDB statue be? It would be something like this for me. Let's have a look. It'd be this one. If we had a statue of KDB, it'd be that one there, wouldn't it? That's what I reckon it'd be. It'd be that celebration. Oh, look, KDB, man. I love him. It'd be probably that. Unless, because I just think of KDB, I think of that there. You can't do the arms out one, because Vinny's already got that sort of. Unless all of a sudden, you know. Go on, Kev. Oh, what a ball. Oh, that pass, man. Ridiculous. I love KDB. Absolutely love him. Mid-stride with the ball. Yeah, maybe. City slacker. You could have had 4 assists. He's been phenomenal, Kevil. Like he's a pass. He's pass selection today when it comes to chances has been phenomenal, as always is. He's just, I love him to bits. I love him to bits, you know. He's just played another great ball to Grealish as well. That's his fucking statue right there, isn't it? What have I just witnessed, man? What have I just witnessed? Fuck me. Only scores tap-ins. Jesus Christ, this guy is good. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that a Grealish assist, by the way? Oh my fucking God. My fucking God. Oh, this man is just absolutely special, isn't he? Look at this football. KDB to Grealish again. And Jack. Jack, Grealish is on fire, mate. Nico, there you go. Goal and assist for you. Jesus Christ. Only scores tap-ins, don't forget. I love him. I absolutely love him. I mean, that is just stupid. Look at that, man. Look at that. He's a pretty good footballer, isn't he? Right, let me update the thumbnail. Fuck me, man. What a footballer. What an absolutely insane footballer he is. And he's ours. And he's come off, you bastard. 30 Premier League goals. I wanted him to get his hat-trick. I need that 40 goals. He needs 10 more in 9 games. Don't take him off, man. Jesus Christ, Pep. I need to win my bet. Pep, if you're watching this. But he's off now. I'm gutted. He would have got a hat-trick as well again. He's taking him off. Alvarez is on. I'm gutted about that. Don't forget, everyone, he only scores tap-ins, you know. There's Haaland. The mad thing is, they'll give Saka Player of the Year or something like that. As if it's just stupid. Oh, I love him. I absolutely love him. So we've won this game. Grealish goal and assist again. Jack is on fire right now. Here it is in his Stelios. The man is he's just cruising. He's cruising for football right now. Cavill is doing that. He's doing that easily. How many goals is he on now? 30. He needs 2 more to level Salah's 38 game record. And 4 more to level the all-time English league record. He's gonna easily. He should. Hopefully, he gets 40. You know. Jack is brilliant. Like there you go, Nico. There's your answer today. By the way, he's got his goal. He's got an assist, and he's created a couple of chances as well. So he's just a great footballer, phenomenal footballer. Now we bring Alvarez on as well. Like the quality of the substitutions today: Bernardo, Walker, and Alvarez. Nah, there's nothing in that. It's not a foul for me from Bernardo. Yeah, well, Kevin, I will be paying for uni. We have student loans these days, but you know, I needed to pay off the fucking mortgage. Look at this view here. It's amazing. Look at that goal. That's stupidly good, isn't it? As if he's ours, man. As if that man is our footballer. I fucking love it. He's a City fan. He does that and he means it. Right, I'm going to have to start putting my voice down a bit quiet now. Ruben's going to bed. Clearing downstairs. 44 goals, is that true? Is he really on 44 goals? That is stupid, mate. Absolutely stupid. if he's on 44 goals for the season. I don't even know. Is that true? Ridiculous. Ah, lads. Fair fucking play. Right, focus. Everyone switched off. Everyone did. I think even I did, to be fair. Gineppo's just bundled through everyone. That's a, I mean, it's a hell of a run, to be fair. Was Gineppo, was it? Well, it's not over now, is it? 3-1. It's one of those things where he's just bundled through a bunch of people. It's a little bit of luck in it, but you kind of got to give him the credit. Just go back at him now, basically. Pen! Pen. I mean, that is a pen. It is. Who takes it now? Mahrez? Mahrez is off. Alvarez? Why is Haaland not on the pitch, man? Kev's won a pen. Alvarez takes it, surely. Surely he does. It should have been bloody Haaland, man. Why is he not on the pitch? It should be Alvarez taking it. He's a striker. Have your strikers taking penalties. I'm not going to look at the chat, by the way. I don't want to see what happens. Alvarez taking it. Good on you, man. Looking away from the chat. Don't want to see the spoilers. He's going to score, I think. I think Alvarez will score. He's a finisher. He's got that kind of like dead-eyed look about him, Alvarez. I just don't see him missing. Famous last words. We are 3-1 up, so this can't really come back to haunt me. Come on! To be fair, that would have happened if Haaland was on the pitch, because football's different, you know. Alvarez scores again. Of course he fucking does. He always fucking scores, because that's what he does. A crazy game of football. We got the 4 goals anyway, as you predicted. Alvarez, man. Alvarez. Fucking Alvarez. This is a good fun. Once again, just goals and energy and goals and energy. This is great fun. Go on, Julian. Imagine bringing Julian and Alvarez off the bench. We're so fucking lucky, you know. I mean, is that for Alvarez now? It's a lot, isn't it? So Haaland has 44 now, I think, by the way, in competitions. He's got 3 in the FA Cup, 1 in the... Yeah, he's got 44 for City. 44 goals. That's mad. It's mad. Stelios, he feels wonderful. Strikers that we actually trust. This is, to me, Stelios, is why I feel about this City side is different for the Champions League. We're just defensively a lot more solid. But we've got killers in front of goal we never used to. Bernardo, mate, you've got to score that. KDB deserves another assist. He's got to score that. Bernardo, man. That, like, Bernardo, like, those are the chances there where you think of last season of all the chances that we missed. Like when you got that force of Alvarez and Haaland, they score. That's the thing, and it's just Jesus and Sterling might have missed it as well. That's why we've got the strikers. I agree with Stelios. That's the difference, isn't it? That's the difference between this season and last season. Oh, Haaland, man. Fucking hell, Haaland. As if you've got a guy who's got like 44 goals. Isn't that wild? Did you ever think that was going to happen? Like in terms of like I have a player. I never thought we'd have in my lifetime we'd have a player who scored 44 goals and we still got 13 games left or something like that. It's crazy. KDB, where does he? So, what's your top 5 Man City players ever? Come on, end the chat. Let us know. So, rank your top 5 Manchester City players ever. I want to know where you put them. In my lifetime, it'd probably be. It'll be. Oh, I didn't do it in the chat. I'm sorry. It'll be KDB. Let me try and do it on. I'll put it in the chat. It'll be KDB. Silva, KDB, Silva, Sergio, probably Yaya, and then maybe Vinny. For me, it's for them, I reckon. Yeah, Adrian. I think it's probably those 5. The thing is, as well, is like my controversial opinion. Yaya is he's probably had the best individual season I've ever had, but I think he only had about 2 great seasons and a few good ones. Foden will probably be on the list eventually, Riley, I reckon. But like, I think Yaya was weirdly a bit of a letdown at times, man. Like it's strange. Like I think as great as he was, I always think he could have done more. Yaya. By the way, is anyone coming to this? Anyone watching coming to that event I'm hosting? Not sure if you saw it, but I'm hosting a live chat with Sean Goat. Someone mentioned the goat, so which reminded me. I'm presenting in person, which is something I'm not used to at all, which I'm looking forward to. I'll put it on screen right now. I'm presenting this local legends night with me and Sean Gota at the Waldorf in Manchester. So on the 25th of April, which is Nicola's birthday, actually. Nicola will be there. I'll be there, of course, because I'm presenting it. So come and say hello if you want to, man. It'll be great fun. Hopefully I see some of you guys there. You'll get to meet and chat to Sean Gower because it's only a small venue, so it'll be very intimate. You can ask questions to him, meet him for a Q&A and a signing session, all that kind of stuff. He's quality the GOAT, man. Absolutely. So, and I'll be there presenting and leading the local legends night with Sean Gower. So come and see me if you want to. I don't know if you are, but I'd love to meet some of you there. Fernandinho's up there as well for me. Fernandinho was probably up there. I actually thought about Fernandinho on the list. But you know what? Fernandinho being 6th is still not a bad thing, is it, you know? Joe Hart isn't one of our greatest players ever. He's a legend, but he's not like top 10 or anything like that. Like, he had about 3 good seasons and he also had a few terrible ones. He's not in that list. I love Joe Hart, but he's not he's one of our greatest keepers ever, but he's not one of our greatest players ever, if that makes sense. He's a bit more of a I don't know. Go on, Slacker, man. Zamba's more of a cult hero for me. Zamba's in my, like, if I talk about favourite players, you know, in terms of like I guess in terms about favourite players as opposed to best players, Sabir's right up there for me as well in my top 10 in terms of favourite ones, like who I love. Look, to me, I loved Sean Wright-Phillips probably more than Yaya, because Sean was my hero. You know, like, but not, I know he's not better. You know, like that's one of the things where, um, he's just I love him more. You know. All right, play it, chill out, man. Play it chill. I'll put you in a timeout if you keep spamming, mate. Most talented? No, he's not top three. He's Sani, mate. Nice one, Calvin. Like most talented, like well, all of Aguero, KDB and Silva are more talented than Sane. And Yaya's way more talented than Sane was. Sane was brilliant, but he was not no more better than in terms of overall quality than any of them. No chance. He had his moments, don't get me wrong, but the magic he produced, those four I've named already could do more than he could. Joe Hart, Edison, I've got way more love for Joe Hart. You know, what Edison will go down as achieving. It's hard to compare because they're so different. Um, Edison will go down as one of our greatest ever because he's involved in this era, and I do, as much as he's not the world's best shot stopper, I'm fair enough and smart enough to admit that anything that we've achieved would not be possible without him because he's a big part of it. I mean, you can play it down if you want to, but it's just true. It's just true. Aguero is the literally the most clinical striker, well, in the history of the Premier League. So, have you not? Do you remember the goals he used to score, Aguero, when he used to put it in from the most insane angle? Haaland has probably taken over that record, by the way. But in terms of goals per minute ratio, it was Aguero. It's got to be Haaland, but it was Aguero. So some of the like people, I think people forget how good Aguero was. Like some of the goals that he scored, where he dribbled past 3 or 4 people, or he'd smack it in from the tightest angle. Whatever, he was just stupid. Did they say he was clinical because he was talented, Sergio G? He's the magic in his boots. Aguero was an absolute genius, an absolute genius. What could Sane do that was better? All Sane could do was better than what Aguero could do was dribble with pace, but Aguero could do that and finish in a way that he couldn't. So you could say, nah, Aguero is a better player than Sane, and his career will prove that. Sane had loads of talent, but he's not more talented than Aguero. But I'm going to start talking a bit quieter now because the son's in bed. So I definitely need to lower my voice a little bit now. So anyway, Gomez is on the pitch, of course. People forget just how good he was, Piffed. Like, Aguero is very best, man. And the magic in his boots, he did stupid things. I think there's a lot of younger fans as well who didn't watch Aguero quite as much as... Because Aguero was at Manchester such a long time. Like, if you're 17, 18 years old, you were just literally in primary school when Aguero started doing his thing for City. He was a stupid footballer. What a ball. All right, Emma. Dropping hot takes. I guess the way I feel, like emotionally, I feel really strongly about Joe Hart. Emotionally, I don't feel that strong about Edison, but I still respect him. You know what I mean? And what I respect about Edison is that, regardless of how you feel about him, he changed how Man City play. He did. You know, like he's absolutely pivotal. We can't ignore his legacy and his impact on this Manchester City side. And he starts from the very back, and he sets the tempo and he sets the confidence. So what Ederson has achieved at Manchester City, look, we would not be the same team without him. You know, because that calmness that he brings encourages everyone else to. So yeah, I love him. But Hart, yeah, of course I loved him. Hart at one point was the best shot stopper I'd seen. He's the best shot stopper I've seen for Manchester City. But I love Nicky Weaver, man. You know, I don't know, Nicky Weaver was one of my favourite keepers as a kid. Joe Hart was immense for us. And to be honest, Joe Hart changed. Was I angry at how Pep treated Hart? No, not at all, really. No, Jamie, because Guardiola made his mind up. He said, I want a keeper who can pass the ball. And ultimately, he was right, by the way. Joe Hart, he's like De Gea now, has been trying it for years, and De Gea still can't do it, you know, at United. Joe Hart was miles off being what he wanted, and Guardiola was ultimately right. So I think there's nothing wrong with ruthlessness in football. I'm sure he didn't just blank him. You know, he told him apparently face to face. So I can't be annoyed for a manager making a ruthless call as long as they're polite about it. And by all accounts, he was. He said no. I don't think you personally can do this, so I'm going to move on. And I respect you. You're a legend, but it's not what we want. And that's fine. Every manager's got a right to do that, as long as you're right. Bravo was a disaster, absolutely was. But he was right about the need to move on. And to be honest, if we're being honest about Bravo set the template, I guess, for Ederson. I don't, City Slacker, no, I don't. But I was a keeper as a kid, and I was a good one as well, actually. Yeah. I was a shirt signed by Tony Coton when I was a kid. The old Umbro goalkeeper hits, which were amazing. Just going through the motions there now, by the way. Just keeping it nice and chill. Let's go, on it. Oh, Bravo, man. Oh, he was shite. We've very much gone into second here, but it's weird because everyone talks about Phillips coming on, but like we are in second gear when this happens, aren't we? You know, like we are just strolling. Yeah, exactly as Stelly said, it's 10 minutes, you know, when we're 3 goals up. The game is in slow motion at this point, so it's hard for him to come in and leg it about and be this ultra chaotic player because we don't want him to do that. But he's pinged the ball. Lovely little pass, as I say that, out to Kyle Walker. Really nice keep ball from City. Grealish playing centrally. And he's giving the ball away to Bernardo. But I love when Bernardo starts dribbling. It's great fun, isn't it? He's off still. He's great fun, Bernardo, isn't he? Grealish laughing. Grealish is loving life, man. Man of the match to me is De Bruyne. Jack Grealish, man of the match. So 4-1, 4-1, 6-0, 7-0. We are scoring a lot of goals at the moment. It could be very crucial, you know, with goal difference. So just keep banging the goals in, man. It's a real good chance that we could win it on goal difference this season. I hope so, Robin. Is it Leicester next week? Isn't it? I am knackered. Absolutely knackered. Maybe my bedtime should be 7 o'clock like Ruben's. What a ball from De Bruyne to Gomez. Look at that ball. Ridiculous. That cross from KDB again on his left foot, man. Like, how? How has no one got onto that? That should be another assist. KDB's crossing, man. Genuinely. You don't, Yusuf. You don't replace him. And it's the same way that we didn't replace David Silva. You just get something different and hope for the best. Like, we didn't replace Aguero. Well, we did with Haaland eventually. But when you've got to play that quality, you just get someone who's really good and hope for the best. I mean, stylistically, you can't replace Kevin De Bruyne. I've never seen a passer or a crosser as good as him. Literally never in the history of the Premier League. There is no one in the history of the Premier League can pass a ball anywhere near to the level that De Bruyne can. And people talk about him just crossing, but De Bruyne doesn't cross. He passes the long passes. His crosses are aimed. They are. Modric is incredible, but no, I love what De Bruyne gives me life and joy, Jamie. I know Modric is an insane player, but what De Bruyne does with his passing, like Modric is more of a dictator, but the passing and the final ball of De Bruyne, it's just so much fun to watch. I fucking love him. I absolutely love him. Like he doesn't cross. He passes to me. I like the passes. How many assists has he got this season? Modric is the kind of guy who goes alongside De Bruyne, isn't he? He's more of a David Silva, isn't he, Modric? They're very different players. There we go. Game over. I ain't gonna shout too loud because baby's in bed, but that was good, man. That was good, wasn't it? A 4-1 victory. We took our time to get going, but of course, Erling Haaland. He's absolutely immense. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this. I do love you all loads. I'm gonna do a very quick match reaction, so I'll be live about past. You're all lovely people. Thank you for watching. City are hopefully going to be staring down the potential of this being back in our hands if Liverpool do us a favour tomorrow. Grealish with a goal and assist, Haaland with a couple, Alvarez getting one off the bench. City absolutely excellent once again today. Once they got going, of course, and I'm very happy about it. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to end this video here because I'll be live at past for a match reaction. But I'll be keeping the voice down because baby's in bed. In a bit.